Russia's interest, Donald Trump doesn't. And in this case, there may be some commercial interest here too, but you think about it, and I don't want to caricature it too much, but you got President Trump, I don't think it's necessarily a coincidence that he had this call with Erdogan and it was Putin's birthday. I mean, and that's just the kind of guy Trump is, right? It's Vladimir Putin's birthday. Hey, this is kind of a good idea. Maybe there's some commercial interest that we think that the president has in Turkey. We've heard about Trump commercial real estate operations and aspirations in Istanbul. There's a story here because all of the other analyses through the conventional lens don't make sense. So you got to go to these other areas, this other kind of prism through which you have to see it. And through that prism, the prism of what benefits Vladimir Putin in Russia, it makes perfect sense.
Well, and Mika, you listen to what we've been saying for years. I have been saying for years that Donald Trump does not look at foreign policy as a way to help the United States of America. Said for years that if you want to understand moves when it comes to foreign policy, you've got to follow the money. Why is Donald Trump behaving the way he is towards Saudi Arabia when the rest of the world is deeply offended by what happened last year with the murder of a Washington Post columnist? Because Donald Trump bragged on the campaign trail that the Saudis love his, quote, toys and have paid him $150 million, paid his businesses in the past. You look at Russia. I mean, we don't know all that Vladimir Putin has on Donald Trump, but we do know this, that Don Jr. said several years ago at a real estate conference that they get most of their money from Russians. Yeah. Istanbul, you've seen the picture of Ivanka Trump and Donald Trump going and opening up Trump Towers.
They had a news conference. It's video.
Istanbul.
They celebrate being there, and it's clearly in their business interest to be there.
Right, and so you take that. Okay, you say, well, wait a second, that doesn't make sense. And then you look, it's business there. The same thing with the Philippines. Yeah. You look, a Trump Tower in Manila. It goes on and on. So when it doesn't make sense, as far as foreign policy goes, follow the money.
There's a lot of money in these areas where he seems to be catering to, but with Russia, there seems to be a dedication. And at this point, people are surmising, they're connecting the dots, they're seeing the obvious. And isn't it kind of alarming that Russia has such a hold on President Trump? That ultimately might be a question that we're addressing.
Well, not kind of alarming. It is extraordinarily alarming, and it has been.
It's remarkable.
And even Trump supporters have to understand that Donald Trump betrayed Israel. Donald Trump helped ISIS. Donald Trump betrayed the United States of America and our closest allies in that region. And Donald Trump helped Vladimir Putin.
Former managing editor of Time magazine, Nancy Gibbs.